back. You're watching a special broadcast here on DD India. We are counting down to the inauguration of new railway bridges and new trains linking Kashmir with the rest of India. We still have with us our guest, Mr. Vijay Kumar Dutt, former additional member Railway Board with us. Also joining us for this segment of the broadcast is senior journalist Shishir Sinha. Gentlemen, welcome again to this broadcast. If I can start with you, Mr. Sinha, your thoughts on the significance of these developments for the Kashmir Valley in particular?
See, we need to understand that this is not just a rail link, but a kind of bridge to the prosperity. Why I'm using this word? Because if you see the economic growth rate of UT of Jammu and Kashmir in 24-25, it was 7.06%, which is one of the very high number if you compare with other UT or the other state. Now, when you are establishing a all-weather connectivity from valley to various parts of the nation, that means it would be easy for any industrialist to set up the units here, to take their input to the factory there and to take the output from there. I mean, I just want to remind your viewers that just last week, I believe last week only, a consignment of cherry was taken from Srinagar to Jammu, and then it was taken to the other part of the country, and it took a very, it took just 3 hours from Srinagar to Katra, and then it took another 1 day to reach various parts of the countries. Earlier, it used to take almost 5 to 7 days. So you can just reduce that number and you will find the benefit. This is number one. Number two, when we are talking about attracting investment in the valley, you need a all-weather connectivity. We all know that because of some disruptions due to the weather, air connectivity gets disrupted to Srinagar. Now with this kind of facility where I believe that bridge can carry 25 ton of cargo in a single wagon, which is a very good thing and very important thing. I believe all other wagon carrier in the country, they are also having the similar capacity. So if you have this kind of freight movement capacity being developed in the valley and connecting to the various parts of the country, that is very critical to expedite various projects of industries which are interested in setting up their units in Jammu and Kashmir. So this is not just a rail link, but it is a kind of bridge to the prosperity, bridge to the economic growth of that particular region.
Okay, Shishir, if we could talk a little bit more about Jammu and Kashmir's economic story. You mentioned that it has grown 7%. It is about to grow 7% in the last year. Inflation in J&K has risen marginally, but the unemployment rate has come down. All this indicates a rising Jammu and Kashmir story, both in terms of financial inclusion and industrial development.
Very true. And when you are providing employment and when you are taking goods from the
we hate to interrupt you there, Mr. Sinha. We are told that we're getting some shots, later shots of the Prime Minister's ongoing visit to Jammu and Kashmir. These are the latest shots coming to you from the venue of the Prime Minister's itinerary.
Yes, Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the deck of the Chinab Bridge, reviewing the status of the bridge. And we see here the deck of the bridge is adorned with the tricolors there. It's a historic feat. The Chinab Bridge is 35 meters taller than the Eiffel Tower. It is designated to withstand a powerful 7 to 8 magnitude earthquake or a 40 kg TNT blast. Well, it is going to be, in fact, it is the world's highest railway arch bridge.
Indeed, and just to amplify the point that our guest, Ms. Sinha, was making, the unfolding story is much more than just a bridge or two bridges or two trains. You know, given this new development, one can actually travel, people can travel from Kanyakumari to Kashmir and also move freight from the valley to the rest of India, including horticulture products, fruits, cherries for that matter. Perishable commodities can be easily transported to the rest of country as compared to the earlier mode of transportation. So this is indeed a bridge to prosperity, as we're calling this broadcast on DD India. And this will have a multiplier effect going forward in terms of boosting the local economy, in giving an impetus to tourism, and also generate jobs for the locals in the valley and outside of it as well. Mr. Sinha, do you want to join us at this point and walk our viewers through the important significance of what we are seeing before our very own eyes?
Of course, this bridge, as you highlighted, that this is much taller than the Eiffel Tower. It's a 35-meter taller than the Eiffel Tower, and that shows the significance of the engineering marvel which we have. And everything is purely Indian. Then, of course, some technology we have taken from abroad. But talking about the economy per se, see, the Union Territory needs a good connectivity, because when you talk about the tourism, when people are going to Katra to visit Mata Shri Vaishno Devi Shrine, it is a kind of complete package. From there, they can travel to Srinagar, they can travel to various other parts of the valley to have a better tourism experience. So I believe that this is going to boost the tourism as well as the industry, other industries like the manufacturing industries. Many of the companies are not very much interested or they have not been very much excited to set up their project because of the poor connectivity. And that poor connectivity was not because of other things, but because of the terrain and because of the geographical situation of that particular region. Now we have overcome that geographical challenge, and that is going to open the door for much better prosperity. And as he was talking about the employment, when people are getting factories there, they will employ the local people, because there the cost of manpower is much less. That is also going to benefit the industry per se. So I believe that it is a win-win game for the entire Jammu and Kashmir, and especially the valley, where we are going to see a much more boost in the tourism as well as in the other industrial activity.
Indeed.
Okay, Vijay ji, if you're with us, could you add to the technological advancement of this Chinab Bridge, designed to withstand powerful earthquakes and 40 kg TNT blasts as well?
Definitely, but allow me to add something on the freight, what our learned speaker said. See, give you an idea of what impact it will make on freight. See, Indian Railways is 68,000 kilometers. In India, road network is 63 lakh kilometers. So, ratio is about 1:100. And Indian Railways is carrying 30% of the freight. So, roughly you say one railway line carries as much as 35 to 40 roads will carry. So, that is the density of the impact on freight it will come. And in hilly region, 35-40 roads is almost impossible. So the potential of the freight which this line will add is very, very high, much more higher than imagined. And this is going to open floodgates of opportunity, floodgates of opportunity to carry your perishables, other things, stone, other materials, and get the supplies very fast to things, and also on weather connectivity. Say if you go in Kashmir, I'll say example of say Kargil, or if you are standing in Baramulla, shopkeepers, they say, sir, window of coming material for us is for 6 months. 6 months, there is no communication. So we store material for 6 months in advance. Now, this type of picture, this type of limitation is going to end, which is for a local people, local trade, a great opportunity. And also opportunity for construction. Now, when there is no connectivity, so construction activity, infrastructure activity, there is a small window. With all weather connectivity, this window will be 24/7. So, what I am saying, development will be fast. The pace of development will be multiple time increase. One thing more I would like to say. I was advising Japanese on high-speed Ahmedabad, Mumbai section. Their literature, it starts with one paragraph everywhere. They say 1962, Japan was at the bottom. Then people said, you make a railway, you make Shinkansen, Tokyo to Osaka. And this railway line have propelled Japan to the one of the highest economies. So they think, and what they say, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Delhi, high speed will propel India to a Viksit Bharat. So that is the concept. If you make a rail line, it is not a rail line. It is a roadmap to unimagined progress in
Right,
the
Mr. Dutt, I hate to interrupt you there. Do stay on. I'll come back to you momentarily. But in the meantime, we're getting some more visuals of the Prime Minister interacting with the workers involved in this railway project. We can see, along with the Prime Minister, the Minister Jitendra Singh, as well as the Chief Minister Omar Abdullah and Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav as well. The Prime Minister is interacting with the workers involved in the project and also being given a presentation on various technical features of the railway project as well.
So planning of this bridge started in 2002 and it was completed in 2022 when trial runs with full speed trains were carried out. Chinab Bridge, the iconic steel arch of progress, now has the distinction of the world's highest railway arch bridge. Chief Minister Omar Abdullah also listening to the Prime Minister. Both the leaders, Chief Minister Omar Abdullah and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, called it a very special day, June 6th, as the gift of these railway projects are going to benefit immensely the people of Jammu and Kashmir.
Indeed, and while we are staying on these visuals, if I can ask Mr. Sinha to also come in at this point in time. Now, you mentioned about the immense potential that the railway line, the railway project offers to locals as well as those from outside Kashmir. But is there enough incentive, do you think, for the Indian industry to also make a big foray into the valley in terms of manufacturing or agro-processing sectors?
There are two things. One, since we are seeing a lot of incentive from the local administration as well as the Jammu and Kashmir government to set up industry there. At the same time, you get some income tax benefits also. You also get some kind of concessions in terms of capital cost or capital subsidy. So these incentives are already available for the domestic industry to go and set up their shops there, to set up their plants there. Now the good thing is that when you have the connectivity, which is a very, very critical, and that connectivity is not just a connectivity, say, available for 6 months of a year, but it is connecting 24/7 into 365. Like I have been told that this particular connectivity provides ice cutting facility. When there are too much ice on the railway track, that can be taken out and the journey will continue. That is a very, very important thing. So what I am saying that incentives are there, now connectivity will be there. That means the cost of logistic or the logistic cost will come down, and that is a very, very big thing for the industry to set up there. Now the most important thing that we have to give some confidence. And please remember, when the Prime Minister is visiting our first time after Operation Sindoor, it is not just for the inauguration of a railway project there or the road project there. It is also for the confidence building measures. And if you can remember, a few days back, Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister was in Pahalgam and he was trying to give a message to the people all across the world to come here. And also I would like to mention here that some of the tour and tourist organizations are going there to give a message to the world that you please come here. So on the one hand, you are going to promote the tourism, at the same time you are also going to promote the industrial activity. So that will be a complete package for the valley, for the prosperity and for the development.
Okay, Vijay Kumar Dachi, would you agree what was once an isolated terrain now pulses with the rhythm of modern infrastructure, opening new paths for growth, trade and tourism? Is the Kashmir model of development a perfect answer to the nefarious designs of our neighbor?
Yes, it is. It is. Say, development is the best answer to the nefarious activities. When people have jobs, when they have people progressive things to do, a common man will be choosing the path of progress, not the path of destruction. So this development will definitely, and something which I can tell you from my experience. Say, Kashmir has been so much disturbed, so much disturbed area, but railway line was made relatively smoothly. We had only one engineer, my image, two engineers, Pundir of ISKCON, whom we lost on the total project. And when you go So I asked local people, what is it? Why? Sir, a disruptive element knows what to do and what not to do. He knows if he will touch railways, then local people will push him out. So he, against local sentiment, he will do Glaston Road, he will do so many. But he will dare not touch railways because he knows that if any activity he does, he lose local sympathy, which is the root of it, he is going to lose. So this type of sentiment, when on my visits of Kashmir, I have seen. This is the very fact that railways is coming. And secondly, the centrally funded project. One day, I was standing between somewhere between Baramulla and Srinagar. So, doing some earthwork. So somebody came. Sir, please move. So many people coming. Why so many people coming here? Because the compensation which we are giving is directly going. It is not going to the middleman. So work being done, local getting employment, they are being paid, it is not going to middlemen, is something very, very strong message to the local people that government means business, government is there for their prosperity. So this type of change in Kashmir will bring very positive results, I am very sure of that.
Indeed. Mr. Sinha, you spoke about the timing, the optics of the Prime Minister's visit and what it means or signifies to the rest of the world at large. Would you like to dwell on the central messaging of the Prime Minister's visit, more than just inauguration of bridges or railway lines, the underlying message which sends out, which is loud and clear that Kashmir is here for business and that it's open for business and everybody is welcome?
Certainly. I mean, if you can remember, post Pahalgam, the most disturbing element was that the entire hotels in Jammu and Kashmir, especially in Srinagar and other parts of the valley, were empty. So nobody was visiting there, or people who have already planned there, they cancelled there. Very few tourists were there. So now when the Prime Minister is visiting, when the Chief Minister is making an initiative, when the tour and travel organizations are making an effort, this is simply a strong message where it is being conveyed to the people, not just domestically but also globally, that please come to Jammu and Kashmir, not just from the tourism point of view, but also if you want to set up your plant there, set up your industry there, set up your shops there, please come there. We have everything to offer you. I mean, not just connectivity, but there are good labor force available there. Of course, you must have observed that there are a number of call centers also in Jammu and Kashmir which are doing well, but they are mostly concentrated in Jammu region. Now when we are going towards the valley with this kind of connectivity, I believe that this particular services sector will also grow there. So this messaging is for entire world, not just the domestic people, and I am sure that within 6 to 12 months you will see some positive development in this direction.
Okay, so this Udhampur Srinagar Baramulla rail link project establishes all-weather seamless rail connectivity between the Kashmir Valley and the rest of the country. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi just a short while back inaugurated the Chinab Bridge, the world's highest railway arch bridge, and next stop for him is the Anji Bridge. So let's now go back to our correspondent from Srinagar, Shabir Dar. Shabir, how long is Anji Bridge from the Chinab Bridge? How long will it take for the Prime Minister to reach there, and what can we expect from the inauguration ceremony lined up there?
I think it is going to take some 20 to 30 minutes from Chinab to Anji. So the Chinab Bridge has been inaugurated by the Prime Minister, and he is now on way to Anji to dedicate the Anji Bridge to the nation. So after that, the Prime Minister will inaugurate this Katra and Srinagar Railway Vande Bharat Express. So it is going to be a game changer for the economy and tourism in Kashmir, particularly because as well, you know, that Kashmir has been waiting for decades for this railway line to get operational, and today is the day when Prime Minister is inaugurating this and throwing it open for the people. You know, today is the customary function is, and from tomorrow the rail will run you know, as per the schedule from Katra to Srinagar and from Srinagar to Katra. So this Chinab Bridge, as we know, is an engineering marvel designed to withstand the weather, the challenging weather in the area, and it is seismic prone and can withstand the wind speed up to 260 kilometers per hour. So this is indeed a big developmental push to Jammu and Kashmir, which will accelerate the growth and you know, momentum of Jammu and Kashmir, because Prime Minister has a specific attention for the development and progress of Jammu and Kashmir. We have seen that how tourism came to a grounding stand after this Pahalgam terror attack, and now the inauguration of this vital project is indeed going to, you know, instill a new life in the tourism sector of Kashmir, and definitely this is going to generate a lot of jobs and provide livelihood to local youth who will indeed, you know, start their ventures on the railway stations. And this the railway link is going to give a boost to the agriculture and horticulture produce, because farmers will be now able to have a seamless, you know, access to markets, particularly the perishable fruits will reach market at a, you know, a specific time. So this is indeed going to give a boost to the tourism, you know, will help the agriculture and horticulture sector to grow, and farmers will definitely have a big pie of share of this developmental momentum which Jammu and Kashmir is seeing today.
Indeed, as you say, Shabbir, this is going to be a game changer for the Kashmir Valley in particular, offering seamless connectivity, all-weather connectivity, linking Kashmir Valley with the rest of India. People can travel, perishables can travel easily across regions. So this has immense potential for the local population as well. And now, talking about the other development projects that the Prime Minister will be inaugurating, Shabbir, we are told that he will be also inaugurating the Shopian bypass on NH44 and also the Rafiabad Kupwara Tangdar road as well. Talk to us more about these road projects as well.
Yes, these road projects are actually you know, part of the government's initiative to have the last mile connectivity in the border regions of Jammu and Kashmir. You know, the Shopian highway and the Baramulla flyovers and are going to give a connectivity push to the hinterland areas of Jammu and Kashmir, particularly in the border areas. So this is, as we already know, that the Minister is going to inaugurate and, you know, lay foundations to and dedicate to the nation. With this developmental project is worth rupees 46,000 crores. So among these are some road, you know, projects and bridges and flyovers which are very vital in making the connectivity within Kashmir, like from North Kashmir to South Kashmir, and the connectivity towards the border areas where the people have been longing for seamless connectivity. So these projects are definitely going to give an impetus to the momentum which we have seen in Jammu and Kashmir vis-a-vis development and progress. So Prime Minister is doing a lot of you know, inaugurations, and these projects are indeed you know, helping the border people to have the seamless connectivity in from today onwards.
Okay. Talking of seamless connectivity, Vijay Kumar ji, yes, Prime Minister is also going to inaugurate these two road projects, but Jammu and Kashmir also boasts of the longest highway single tube tunnel above 10,000 feet in the Atal tunnel constructed in 2020. So overall, over the last 10 years or so, how do you see these giant leaps of connectivity for Jammu and Kashmir?
This is just the trailer. What is going to come is many things more. I'd like to give you something sanctioned which is coming up. See, uh, what we are inaugurating today is the western flank. Eastern flank is coming very fast, where you will go from Himachal Pradesh to Leh, and also connection Leh to Kargil, Kargil to Srinagar, and I can give you 5 very big projects which are in progress. We have Kargil Leh Srinagar project, 400 kilometers, 55,896 crore rupees project. Leh Kargil 210 kilometer long project. Kargil Srinagar 225 kilometer project. Leh Pathankot 664 kilometer project. These are the projects under progress which will make connectivity many times more, and it is not only one way, like say when you cross near to Jammu, we are very close to border. Another alignment will be some 200 kilometers away from the border. So secure, strategic, expanding at a very fast rate. This is the message which government is giving. Coming further, about the axle load, it was talked. See, why railway bridge is important. See, axle load of railway wagon right now is going to be 21 tons. Shortly it will be 25 tons. And if you are designing a bridge for 100 years, it will go to 35 tons. So you have to take a 35-ton axle load, which is many times of the road. So, and then the dynamic forces, other forces, and then they design the structure. So these structures which have been designed taking into forces account which are many types of the road. And of course, as I rightly said, one railway line carries as much as maybe 35 to 40 roads will carry. For a hilly area where construction is difficult, this is a very big boon. And secondly, as we said, Himalaya is not Alps. It is a mound of sand emerged out of seabed. One of my seniors, Mr. Bhandari, wrote a book, Kalka Shimla Railway, where he starts that where the Himalayan region is there, it was seabed which has risen by the impact of the tectonic forces, and don't take it as a mountain. It is a mound of sand, very unstable, in which a very special techniques are required of making, which are nowhere in the world. So these are the challenges which Indian engineers are very successfully overcoming and giving returns to the country.
Indeed, and Sinha, talking about the industry chambers in particular, you think there is a lot of scope for the chambers of commerce and industry and certain key companies in particular to actually get the first mover advantage and make benefit from the developments taking place in the valley?
Certainly, I mean, the domestic companies have a first mover advantage at this moment, and if they start doing something, that will also send a big message to the global companies that they can come there. See, the important thing is that you are getting something at a cheaper cost there, I mean in terms of labor, and that is going to bring down your overall cost of production. So domestic companies have a lot of chance. The only thing is that we have to give them confidence that okay, you come there, we will provide you all kind of support, not just in terms of the logistic, but other kind of support also. If we are managed to do that, and I believe that after this visit, after the visit of Prime Minister, this kind of confidence, this kind of messaging will be there, and I am sure that, as I was talking to you earlier, that within 6 months to 1 year, I believe that some of the companies are going to set up their shops there. In fact, before Pahalgam, and if you can remember last year, we have seen number of companies showing interest in setting up their plants here. But unfortunately, that couldn't materialize because of number of regions. Now, with this kind of logistic development, whether we talk about the railway connectivity or the road connectivity, the companies will be encouraged, and I'm sure that they are going to set up shops there, and that will also lay the road for other companies to come and set up their shops there. Initially, we will see more and more services sector companies to go there, because the opportunities for the services sector are very high, especially in terms of the tourism. Then we will see some companies who are in, say, horticulture or agriculture processing, food processing, they will come there. In fact, some of the companies are already doing there, and then we will see some other companies. So this could be the chain of action in next 6 months to 1 year, or maximum within 2 years.
Okay, still on our screens, the visuals of Prime Minister Narendra Modi reviewing the development work at the inauguration ceremony of the Chinab Bridge, the world's highest railway arch bridge. Well, when final touches were being given to the bridge yesterday, Chief Minister Umar Abdullah, while speaking to media on a light-hearted note, said that it has been a long wait for him for the completion of this bridge. Well, the rail project began when he was in 7th or 8th standard, and he said to media further that now even children have completed their school and college and education, and they have even started working, but better late than never. Vijay Kumar Duttji, that is Prime Minister Narendra Modi's model of governance, where he not just inaugurates but sees the projects through to their completion. What I'm trying to mention here, that it was in 2014 that Prime Minister Modi inaugurated the Shri Mata Vaishno Devi Katra station, and now we will see 2 Vande Bharat trains being inaugurated today between Srinagar and Katra as well.
Very rightly. Very rightly you have pointed out the Prime Minister's message. Whatever he lays foundation stone, he inaugurates it also. And this is the example. I would like to say what other projects also which are coming, which I have given an example for this. About the connectivity which we discussed, as I had said, 215 kilometers of approach roads have been built to facilitate moving the material to the sites which were unapproachable. And these are all weather roads. So this will give permanent boost to the connectivity of the people living there. And as we talked of the industries going here, but because the mobility and the connectivity is the prerequisite for any industry to come. I will go further about some technological advancement which has taken place. Say, we talk about Banihal Sangal Dam ballastless track. Normally, ballastless track is put in metro railway, which is so dense that you cannot go to maintain it. And it is very difficult to put, very costly. But here, because of the terrain and the maintainability which has been talked, we have gone for Banihal Sangal Dam, very difficult section, a ballastless track has been provided. For Indian Railways, there are very few places where ballastless track is there. So this is something, innovation has been done to keep maintenance cost less and make the network maintenance friendly.
Right.
Okay, let's try and connect also with our correspondent Gurmeet Singh joining us from Jammu. Gurmeet, we are told you've gone inside the Vande Bharat trains. Okay, we are told that we are going to connect with Gurmeet shortly. Let's talk to Shishir. Shishir, you've spoken at length about the business potential of this project, opening doors for immense economic potentials for the state. Talk to us also about Indian Railways' progress in the state. It's a marvelous achievement for Indian Railways to step into the deep terrain, establish these railway tracks, tunnels, bridges at such high feet. So talk to us a bit more about the progress of Indian Railways.
Of course, Mr. Dutt would be the better person to talk about the progress of railway. But as a journalist, I can tell you that this is opening a door for what we call made for the world. Because when we have the technology to set up bridge at such a height which we are seeing Chinab and the other bridges also. And when we have the Vande Bharat especially designed to operate when we have the temperature of -20 degrees centigrade. That means we are providing technology to the world. So that means we are opening what we call as the project execution as well as export of special kind of trains to various other countries. And I am sure that within say 2 year or 3 year we will find that more and more exports are taking place, because when you have the customized railway, customized trains to operate in such kind of situations, such kind of weather, the other countries will also be very much interested in taking. And please remember that the cost of train will be or could be much lesser than what the other major global companies are producing. At the same time, when we have this executed the project at a cost, maybe if you see the original cost and if you see the final cost, there was escalation, but that escalation because of various other reasons which were beyond our control. We cannot control the weather, we cannot control the nature. So that cost needs to be factored in when we talk about the escalation of cost. But still, if you compare with the global projects, that cost is still very lower. So on the one hand, we are providing an opportunity for the Indian railway to go for this setting up this kind of project in the other parts of the world. At the same time, this is providing an opportunity to the train manufacturers to give world a kind of train which can operate in a different or very difficult kind of situation.
Right. Going back to our colleague Shabbir Dar, who is standing by in Srinagar. Shabbir, how are the locals responding to these new milestones in the new Kashmir that we are witnessing today? What are you picking up after talking to people around where you are?
Yeah, see, I'm presently on the railway station in Srinagar, and I'm seeing the people, the excited faces here, because people are very happy to see that the dream they have been, nurturing from decades is getting fulfilled today. And a lot of people have gathered here to see the first train, the Vande Bharat train, departing from Srinagar railway station to Katra. For our viewers, I just want to, tell that after today's formal inauguration, the Vande Bharat train service between Katra and Srinagar will start commercial operations from June 7, that is tomorrow. So I spoke to the Northern Railway officials. They say that the Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation, IRCTC platform, will start reflecting these trains for prospective passengers to book tickets after the inauguration. So from tomorrow onwards, from this evening onwards, the passengers can book their tickets, the Vande Bharat tickets from Katra to Srinagar and from Srinagar to Katra from the IRCTC website. So two Vande Bharat trains, train sets will make 4 trips during the day between Katra and Srinagar. So two traveling classes, chair, car, and executive classes will be ticket costing from rupees 715 to 1320. So respectively, will cost this travel. So indeed, the train has also been designed in a way to cater to the environmental and geographical needs of Kashmir, because as you know, Kashmir has a specific topography and climatic conditions. So this train has been designed in a way to cater to these challenging environmental conditions. So indeed, it is going to be a joyous ride for the travelers and the people in Kashmir, particularly those associated with tourism, trade, and industry, are very happy to see that this train will give a boost to economy, to trade, and to manufacturing in Kashmir, because now the goods which would take a lot of time to carry from Srinagar, Delhi to Srinagar via road will now have a seamless and faster connectivity via rail, via train. So indeed, this connectivity is bringing joy and happiness on the faces of local leaders in Kashmir, because they are seeing that this is a good momentous occasion which will open doors and windows for Kashmir's development and progress, because as we know, this is a new Kashmir and people have new hopes and the Vande Bharat train, which the Prime Minister is inaugurating today, will usher a new dawn of development and prosperity for Jammu and Kashmir.
Okay, Katra to Srinagar in just 3 hours by Vande Bharat train, costing from 720 to 1,320 rupees. Vijay Kumar Dutt ji, a significant boost for affordable rail travel there?
Definitely, very, very significant boost, and not only affordable, comfortable. You have air condition, so even in the freezing weather, you have the comfort condition, 25-degree temperature, relative humidity 73%. A very comfortable travel in the freezing weather at a very affordable rate, and you can, and now there is a sleeper, you don't have to sit, you can sleep also. So it is starting and affordable, convenient, and all weather. When if the road is blocked, then will be there. So this type of model will give a common man, middle class, lower middle class, even poor, opportunity to visit, opportunity to find new avenues of employment, new avenues of progress that is going to come.
Right, Mr. Dutt, Mr. Sinha, do stay on. Time for a very short break here on this special broadcast. Keep watching DD India. Don't go anywhere.
Can the US launch a bombing campaign against Iran? The Philippines vessel suffered structural damage. The saga of child sexual abuse is the United States China's debt trap strategy. Truth is stranger than fiction. But sometimes hard to uncover. Trust us to tell the truth, unadulterated and pure, of every story that matters to you. You read between the lines, cut the clutter, and connect the dots.